What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting everything started. I did try to launch a multi-stream so we could stream directly to X and have our chat back, but apparently when we do that, we break Rumble Studio. So I don't know. There's always a problem with everything we're trying to do. So there's still no chat over on X. Can't do anything about it. Rumble does not offer that. Either way, we'll be starting off with this video titled Chocolate Maker Fiero, I think that's how you say it, acquires WK Kellogg. They've apparently already bought Nestle, and they've also bought Halo Top Ice Cream, which I've never heard of them, but apparently they're buying up all these companies. Then we got a video titled Judge to Pause President Trump's Birthright Citizenship Order. I don't know how this is a thing, because I'm pretty sure that SCOTUS ruled that they can't continue to do this, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Then we got a video titled OpenAI to release web browser in challenge to Google's Chrome. I don't know. I don't like Google Chrome. That's how I got my identity stolen, was by using Google Chrome, but I don't know if OpenAI having web browser is going to be any better. Then we got a video titled More than 160 still missing from Texas floods, at least 121 dead. This is obviously a follow-up on what's going on in Texas. Then we got our midlife break. It's our funny video halfway through. It's titled When You Can't Make It Home. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled Pastor Wrestles Teen Carjacker to the Ground in Shocking Video. I don't know what to say about that. This is why you need to have guns. Anyways, then we got a video titled 6 federal agents suspended after President Trump's assassination attempt. Throughout that entire video, they refer to President Trump as Mr. Trump, which is a little weird, considering they're talking about him being shot at last year. Then we got a video titled ICE claims agents involved in chaotic San Francisco scene were attacked. Protesters swarming one of their vehicles, and they just kind of drove through the crowd, and people don't like that, but you know, don't stand in the fucking road. I don't know, it's real easy. Then we'll be wrapping up the news with Lefties losing it, of course, and this one's titled Ignorant and Stupid, Kathy Griffin's Dangerous Lies Exposed. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. Today we'll be open the first door of the advent calendar sent to us by Tori Wayne. This is going to be exciting for Klaus Daniels because it's got all kinds of cat stuff in it. Then we got our first funny video of the day titled The Missing Minute. And then our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and that one's titled The Conservative Liberal Hybrid. It's a very interesting video. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Captain Seamus? What's up, Snooks? What's up? Guess I'm King Pickle Smoocher. Holy. Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Zero? What's up, Livid Review? What's up, Astra Hammer? What's up, Russell? And what's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. Let's see. Zero, Fiero, building a chocolate conglomerate? Maybe. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know where they got the doll hairs for all of this. Either way, what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Mr. Satan, you were first today. Appreciate you racing the chat, Mr. Satan. What's up, Tony Rez? What's up, Free Thinking Texan? What's up, Appeal to Evan? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Spicy K? What's up, Done with Mirrors? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Scrolling through. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom. What's up, J-Dog? Happy freedom to you. Scrolling through. What's up, Beck Frank? Beck Frank, you did fantastic on the Pledge of Allegiance. If you hooligans didn't see that in Discord, you should go join Discord. Beck Frank is from Australia, I believe, but she did the Pledge of Allegiance and made a video for all of us, and it's fantastic. Definitely go join the Discord. Find the link in the link tree. What's up, Lone Wolf? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. Make sure you hit that like button over on Rumble. See if we can get us on their front page. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Let me see. What's up, Nifty? Happy freedom, Matt Rogers. You're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Tony Rich? What's up, Killer J? Happy freedom. Thank you so much, Captain Seamus, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 37 months. You're officially a hooligan. Now, I appreciate you. Thank you, Captain Seamus. Appreciate you. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Mr. Satan, you were first over here. What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Mana? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tube Steak? Appreciate you being with us. Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. What's up, Robert? Happy freedom. What's up, Mike? Russell, you are omnipresent. Russell, you got the third place crown over on YouTube. How'd that happen? What's up, God Rides a Harley? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody here. What's up, Blue Crow? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Agent O? Appreciate you joining us. Let me see. What's up, Johnny? Happy freedom. And no X because we don't have a chat because Rumble Studio does not allow that for whatever reason. I will still work on that. What's up, Mac Daddy? Happy freedom. All right, we're going to get into things. Of course, we're going to be starting with something light. This is chocolate maker Fiero. I think I'm saying that correctly. Acquires WK Kellogg. I don't know why, but we'll figure this out. I also wonder how buying and selling these food companies is going to affect them, removing dyes and taking the additives out of our food, making it less hazardous to our health. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we even made steel tumblers out of this design. Today, I got on the Stars and Stripes hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over in the merch store. Let me drop in all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video. And I don't know why her face looks like that. You got to ask King Pickle Smoocher. Anyways, let's get into this.
Call it a sweet deal, literally. Chocolate maker Ferrero is buying WK Kellogg, the maker of Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes, in a deal worth $3.1 billion. Now, you may remember WK Kellogg spun off into a standalone cereal company back in 2023. Its shares had been under pressure this year, but are now surging, trading right around the $23 per share buyout price. The move marks another bold step for Ferrero's U.S. expansion. The Italian family-owned brand, best known for Nutella and Ferrero Rocher, has already scooped up Nestle's U.S. candy business and the maker of Halo Top ice cream. The deal is expected to close later this year, pending approval from shareholders and regulators. Ferrero's U.S. business is about to get a whole lot bigger, covering everything from breakfast to dessert. That'll do it for your daily briefing from the New York Stock Exchange. I'm Caroline Woods with The Street.
Like I said, starting with something light here. Plus, there was not that much news today. There's like 5 categories all about what's going on in Texas. Apparently, they're allowing what's happening in Texas to eclipse all the rest of the news today. Either way, next up, judge to pause President Trump's birthright citizenship order. I don't know how that works. SCOTUS just ruled that these district judges can't do this anymore, but they're letting it happen. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's gonna act silly, stupid, not the word I want, but it's not Saturday, until people start getting mean, and then everybody's gonna be like all sorry and shit. I don't know. They should do what SCOTUS says. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Fiero acquiring Kellogg. And like I said, they already bought Nestle and Halo Top ice cream. I've never even heard of that ice cream, but either way, reading through. What is this, Astro Hammer? Oh, Scam Bondi trying to explain things. Yeah, I can't look at those people right now. Guess what's wrong with her face? I don't know. It's a lot of funny stuff I could say, but it ain't Saturday. She looked like she stepped on a Lego. Russell Jeff's QAI. I don't think so. Alistair might be AI. Alistair told me he's making a video game. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom. Yeah, Dudden, that's the word I wanted to say, but you know, we got Twitch and YouTube today. Can't speak freely like I'd like to. What's up, Relax? Happy freedom. Appreciate you, Dudden, doing the thing. J-Dog, did you send something to me? Yeah, I was going to say, I did not get the package. I thought that... So you said something to me 2 days ago, 3 days ago, about receiving a package the next day. And I had got a package that day, so I thought that was from you. But when I opened it, it was from Giggling Spy. And I got a notification saying that you had sent me something, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to check with the post office tomorrow, because I was giving them a chance to drop it off today. But yeah, I have no idea what happened with that. But I'm going to go to the post office and I'll update you tomorrow. What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy freedom to you. Michigan being sold off to foreign investors again. That's exactly what it sounds like. Because I know Nestle bought land here or something like that to bottle water or something along those lines. And now Nestle's been bought out by that company. What's up, Grinches, bro? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy freedom to you. Robert, stay away from all the sweets. I don't really be eating sweets like that. I used to eat a lot of sugar when I was a kid, and now I don't like it. It's gross, makes you feel sick, it's bad for your teeth. Live review. Spraying the lawn, trying to minimize the mosquitoes out there. I haven't seen mosquitoes in a long time. I don't deal with that when I don't leave the house, I suppose. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward. Like I said, judge to pause President Trump's birthright citizenship order. I don't expect this to last. I don't know how they can do this without bringing a case, but we'll see. SCOTUS ruled that these district judges can't stand in the way of the Trump agenda anymore. Apparently, they didn't get the notice. Hit the like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Today, a federal judge issued a new nationwide block against President Donald Trump's executive order aiming to end birthright citizenship. The ruling came from a judge in New Hampshire. Now, this was the first major legal test of the issue following the Supreme Court's ruling late last month concerning Trump's controversial order. The High Court moved to limit powers of lower court judges to issue board injunctions. But justices also kept in place the ability of plaintiffs to seek a widespread block of the Trump order through class action lawsuits. Today, immigration attorneys requested protection of a class of individuals to include all current and future children and their parents who would be affected by Trump's executive order. Judge Joseph Laplady granted that request. He followed that with a preliminary injunction to prevent the Trump order from being enforced. The White House has since responded saying they will fight the ruling and that this action is, quote, an unlawful attempt to circumvent the Supreme Court's clear order against universal relief.
Okay, so we'll see how that turns out. I expect that they'll keep kicking it back and forth because, you know, it has to do with citizenship and all of that, and they got to keep that kind of crap in the news. So I assume it's going to go back and forth. Supreme Court had an opportunity to rule on it, and they kicked it to the lower courts. Now this is going on. Then there'll be appeals, and they'll go back and forth, and we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. It seems like nothing gets done anymore. Next up, OpenAI to release web browser in challenge to Google's Chrome. I don't know what this is going to be like. A lot of people are already using AI as if it is a web browser, you know, asking it questions and getting answers and sometimes getting links and all kinds of stuff like that. Eventually, we won't be using web browsers anymore. We're just going to use AI. Well, the creators of ChatGPT are going to launch their own browser, and that'll be interesting to see how that goes. I don't use Chrome anymore after I got my identity stolen because it was solely because of using Chrome that happened to me. And so I don't use it at all. I use Brave browser now, but I am interested to see what this OpenAI browser is like and what's so special about it. I also wonder how easy is it to create your own web browser, because I was going to do that in the beginning, and then I found out you got to pay for this API and all this other stupid shit. Either way, we'll see. It's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this judge standing in the way of President Trump ending birthright citizenship. Okay, Snooks. Russell, no, not the AI nudes. We're not doing that. Russell, these lower judges need to be put in their place. Yeah, there needs to be some sort of consequence to them doing this, because SCOTUS's ruling obviously wasn't enough. So they need a little incentive to stop getting in the way. Absolutely, guess. Yeah, we need to pray for Hair Juicer. He's going through some stuff right now. It kind of came out of nowhere. It was like he was fine one day, and now he's going through some stuff. So please pray for our friend Hair Juicer. Zero the AI hub. No, we're not doing that. How did we even get there? I wasn't even suggesting that. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom to you. J-Dog might have written the address wrong. J-Dog, did you send something to the P.O. box, or did you purchase something from the wish list? Because if you send to the P.O. box, I need to run to the P.O. box. But I was under the impression you got something from the wish list, which means it would just be sent directly to me, and I wouldn't have to go to the P.O. box. What's up, Sweets? Happy freedom to you. The only AI? Yeah, I don't know. Relax. It's coming to a browser near you. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom. If I can get you all ready. Oh, what the hell did I click on? The whole screen just went black. There we go. Hooligans Island, AI is a tool of the devil. I think it depends on how you use it. I'm not impressed with cyber criminals and how they're using it, because their path just got a lot easier, you know. And I can't stand cyber criminals. They're the pedophiles of the internet. Got some artificial intercourse? No, don't say that. Don't say that. It's like Demolition Man and they put on the headsets and stuff. No, thank you. Russell worried about hair. Yeah, I am too. Especially because it just seemed to have come out of nowhere. J-Dog. Well, okay, put it like this, J-Dog. Did you guys put something in the mail? Or did you just purchase something off the internet? Because if you didn't put it in the mail, it should have just come directly here. If you put it in the mail, I need to go to the mailbox. It should still be sitting there, though. Done with mirrors. Carmelo Farms ice. Raids happening now. It's a weed farm. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Well, it depends if the weed is... Well, they're federal agents. So I was going to say... If the weed is not illegal because of state laws and stuff like that, they probably will just arrest workers. If state laws don't allow legal weed there, then everybody's getting busted and everybody's going to jail. What's up, Lyra? Happy freedom to you. What's up, XO? Happy freedom. Foosballs for the devil. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom to you. Still think a deal was made to lose the Epstein files for passing the big beautiful bill. Maybe that is what happened, because they were struggling to get it passed, and then all of a sudden they just worked it out. Maybe that was how they made the deal. I don't know. All I know is it's not good. It's hard to trust Trump after all of that. What's up, Buckeye Bob? Happy freedom. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy freedom to you. Corey Luca. Do you go to the Speedway? They're trying to sell $20 for a small chocolate bar. Odd in my book. Nestle Waters in Big Rapids. Yeah. No, I don't go to Speedway. I don't know why. They just seem trashy over there, so I just don't go there. But $20 is too much for chocolate. I know that. And yeah, the stuff going on with Nestle is not good. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island. AI was used for Rubio's voice. Yeah, that's what I mean. The cyber criminals, they got a bunch of new toys. What's up, Colty? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. J-Dog. Okay, J-Dog, you can write here. I'm gonna put my email address in here. J-Dog, you can write me and let me know what you figure out, and I will go to the post office first thing tomorrow just to double check. All right, Hooligans, we're gonna move forward here. Let's see. Like I said, next up, OpenAI to release web browser and challenge to Google's Chrome. We'll see how this goes. Before we get into this, I want to remind you, Hooligans, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up real quick. Come on, do the thing. Goofy ass YouTube. You dusty bitch. Good lord. I think we broke the YouTube. Terrible. This makes me miss dial-up. Here, I'll put you on the screen. It makes you work. We'll just sit here and wait for YouTube to come to work today. Come on, you dusty bitch. There you go. There you go. You just, it's like the back in the day, you got to slap the TV upside the head. It misses the abuse. It craves violence. All right, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
OpenAI is stepping up its challenge to Google. Reuters sources say the ChatGPT maker will launch its own web browser in the coming weeks. It will reportedly use AI to fundamentally change how people surf the web. That's a direct challenge to Google's Chrome browser. It currently dominates, with over 3 billion users and more than 2/3 of the market for such systems. Chrome is also a cornerstone of Google's earnings, generating much of its online ad business. It also drives people to use the firm's search engine by default. Now OpenAI could hope to grab a big share of the market if its browser is adopted by all 500 million weekly active users for ChatGPT. The sources say it's designed to keep some interactions within a chatbot-like interface, rather than prompting people to click through to websites. It would also integrate OpenAI's so-called agents, which can perform tasks for users, and it would give the firm direct access to another of Google's great treasures, user data. The move is part of a broader strategy by Sam Altman's firm to weave its services into consumers' personal and work lives. In May, it took steps to enter the hardware business too, paying $6.5 billion to acquire an AI devices startup founded by former Apple designer Johnny Ive. On Wednesday, rival AI outfit Perplexity launched its own browser. Dubbed Comet, it too is capable of performing tasks for users.
Okay. For you hooligans that are looking for the Pledge of Allegiance post over here on Discord, I just tagged it, so you should be able to find it if I could scroll to the bottom of the damn chat. I can't stand Discord's new update. I miss old Discord. There we go. Yeah, so now you guys should be able to find it. Either way, OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, they're going to come out with their own web browser. I don't really know why they even need to do that. I guess just to spit in the face of Google and say, hey, we can do it too. Otherwise, I don't really understand why they're doing that, because people are already using ChatGPT as if it was Google anyways. They feel that using AI to search for things gets better results than just Googling it. And so, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's necessary for them to make a web browser, but I assume things will become more clear in the future as they add plugins and different features and stuff like that. Next up, more than 160 still missing from Texas floods, at least 121 dead. This is obviously a follow-up to what's going on down in Texas. It's a pretty quick video, but either way, it's our update for the day. It's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about OpenAI web browser. There's so much money flying around right now. Companies buying other companies. Something is up. Yeah, and they might be getting prepared for the big beautiful bill to go into effect, since there's so much random shit in there. Guess we'll see how it goes. Snooks, why are you talking to me about being spanked? How did this come up? You guys are just bringing up the most random topics today. Live a review at the dial-up. I can hear it in my head. Captain Seamus, I like Brave and its AI. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, I use Grok, I use ChatGPT, but I use Brave all the damn time. All the time. Now, sometimes Leo is wrong, which is why it's worthwhile to click on the links sometimes to dig a little further than just the summary, but it is convenient. It is very convenient to be... You got your bookmarks, right? You got your websites you use every day and stuff like that, especially if you got tools like the way I use the internet. And on top of that, if you want to know something, you just throw your question in there and Leo will pop up and answer. So it's like really convenient. But Like I always talk about how inaccurate AI is. You always got to double check that stuff. AI is definitely not ready for us to start trusting it, despite what the news is always saying. Oh, Snooks, because I was talking about abusing YouTube. That's what their moderators think. They're like, he's back to abuse us. Beck Frank, Snooks is on a spanking spree, I guess. Spanking on the brain. Lone Wolf, I use T3 chat, $8 a month. Allows access to all the LLMs. Can switch between them. Some are better for certain tasks. Even has the newest Grok 4. That's cool, Lone Wolf. Does it have the text-to-talk capabilities so you can talk to it? What's up, Deb? Happy freedom to you. AI has demons in it. I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's the way it makes videos and art is really interesting. And I think they're overselling Grok 4 right now. And I think they're doing that just to get people away from Mecha Hitler. People really enjoyed Mecha Hitler until they smoked him. Smoked the bot. Grok 3, they put him in the coffin. But now they got Grok 4, and Elon and all them, they're promoting the hell out of it right now because it came out last night. And they're saying, oh, it's the most advanced AI in the world, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But when you go to use it, it takes 3 light years in order to actually get a response. And it's sucky. It's sucky to ask it a simple question. And it's to the point where you like put your phone down and you go do something, you come back and it's like, oh, maybe it generated an answer. That feels like a step backwards. That doesn't feel like a step forward. So I don't know why they think Grok 4 is so good, but I don't know. I miss Mecha Hitler. Oh, and I was telling you guys yesterday, because we covered that story about Grok losing its marbles, and it was referring to itself as Mecha Hitler, which apparently is a character in the Wolfenstein video games. And we were talking about that yesterday. Well, I looked into those Wolfenstein games because you guys were saying it was a first-person shooter and all of that, like the original one was. Well, I found out that the newer Wolfenstein games are all made by Bethesda, which is the same company that makes Fallout, which is like my favorite video game. So yesterday I bought all of the Wolfenstein games. There's like a bundle package for like $15 or something. You get like 6 games. It was worth it. So now I got them. And I'll let you guys know when I defeat Mecha Hitler. Hooligans Island, did you guys see the guy arrested for threatening to do bad things to the Orange Eagle and the rest of the administration? You'd have to be more specific than that, Hooligans Island. We did cover a video of somebody threatening to do bad things to President Trump a week ago or so, and I think he was a border crosser or something like that, but I don't think that's the same thing you're talking about. What's up, Fodders? Happy freedom to you. Lone Wolf, this is bad juju. I see no reason to have AI on a phone when you can have it on a PC. It opens so many security risks. Yeah, that's what I think too. I worry about the security risks of AI. You put it on all your stuff, well, then it has access to your information. So what stops it from providing that information to somebody else? For sure. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom. Electric Hammer, Brave is an ad blocker and will pay you. Yeah, I don't know much about the crypto stuff that Brave browser can do, but the ad blocker is fantastic. You don't even have to turn it on or nothing. You just use the browser. And if you go to websites like southpark.com to go watch free episodes of South Park, you don't have to watch any of the ads. Or if you use, what is that free video platform? Tubi or Tubi or whatever? There's no ads for that either. So you just got like full live streaming without having to pay anything. You're not breaking any laws or anything like that. Sweet. Brave browser is awesome. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. What's up, TBD? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tucson? Happy freedom. AI systems are frequently wrong, with studies indicating error rates ranging from 23 to over 60% for various tasks. These errors can range from minor misunderstandings to significant factual inaccuracies, or even the generation of completely fabricated information, sometimes referred to as hallucinations. Yeah, that's why you got to double check it, but most people don't. What's up, DB Cooper? Happy freedom. One way that you know that people don't double check AI is the fact that people will tell you headlines of articles and they didn't read one word that was actually in the article. The title was good enough. They just assume they know all. So they read the title and they go on and tell 100 people about what the title said. Meanwhile, they don't know shit about what the actual article said. That itself is proof that if AI provides you an answer, you're not going to double check it. Most people don't. That's just the way it is. So Vinny C, happy freedom to you. Lone Wolf, convenience in the speech to text. Those are valid reasons for sure, but security scares me. Yeah. That's why I don't have AI connected to the website. It's because I don't want to wake up one day and have it provided our information to somebody or, you know, something crazy like that. That's why I don't have it in the website. Appeal to Heaven, where's DB Cooper? Where's that missing money? You know what's funny? So DB Cooper's over on YouTube. I'm sure it's the DB Cooper. But somebody was telling me about DB Cooper the other day. Like the guy that jumped out of the plane with all the money or whatever happened. And I was like, the guy on YouTube? Like, dang, what'd he do with all that money? That's all right. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, more than 160 still missing from the Texas floods. At least 121 dead. Keeping the follow-ups rolling here until they get it all taken care of. What is today? Thursday. Tomorrow, President Trump is supposed to be in Texas to visit everybody that's been affected by the floods and all that kind of stuff. Or at least I'm going to do my best to try and cover that live. As long as they don't show up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It will be interesting to see President Trump there. I wonder if he'll be asked about the Epstein stuff. I'd hate to see anything eclipse what's going on in Texas because they obviously need help. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
We have an update on the search and rescue effort in central Texas. The devastating flooding has killed at least 121 people so far statewide. In Kerr County alone, 161 people still missing. Officials say more than 2,100 responders are on the ground. They are aiding in the search.
It is a methodical search which ensures that every area in an area to be searched is covered and searched and that no stone is left unturned.
So let's get once again to CBS News reporter Karen Huish. She's live from Kerrville, Texas. Talk to us about what you learned more at today's news conference, Karen.
Hey Reed, good to be with you. So this morning at the news conference, they of course provided an updated number on this death toll. The number is just one more than it was yesterday. There is now a total of 121 people dead across the state of Texas. Yesterday it was 120, and across the state there are still about 170 missing. It's really just such a staggering number because we're on day 7, and while officials have not come out and outright called this a recovery mission, hope is of course dwindling as the days go on. The last survivor was found on Friday, about 7 days ago. So you can only imagine as we're going on, most of these missing people, all these missing people since the 4th have not been found alive. It's just really devastating to think about what this total death toll may ultimately be.
Yeah, you talked about the number of missing, and I was just trying to get a visual in my head of how many that represents, and I pictured 6 kindergarten classrooms full of people. That's the number of people missing at this hour. Really brings it home, right? A disaster center, we understand, is now open. What more can you tell us about the services provided there for so many hurting people?
Yeah, Reed. So FEMA is boots on the ground today. They're here with the Small Business Administration where they've opened this disaster recovery center. It's at a local church and they're offering this face-to-face help to survivors and to flood victims' families. Not only physical things they might need like food, bottled water, clothes, but also just any mental or emotional support. This is a community grieving after all.
We also understand that they're not only grieving, but they're asking questions. There's a lot more scrutiny surrounding an early warning system. What do you know there?
Yeah, there have definitely been calls and questions about what exactly happened with these emergency alerts. We aren't really getting direct answers from Kerr County officials when we ask them about it, but we do know that in nearby Bandera today, it's a town about 30 miles south of where we are here in Kerrville, they're going to be testing out their new warning siren system in just a few minutes here. Our team is on the ground there where they're going to get to see the siren on the water tower. It's a motor-driven alarm. It's going to make some sort of noise, and we're going to hear from the Bandera local leaders as well as their mayor. Hopefully we'll give you a recap of that once we know more. Reed?
Karen Hua, thank you so much. Once again, punctuating the mission of this broadcast, your stories from your communities. Thank you so much for being there where so many people have lost so much.
I can't stand CBS. Thank you so much for being there where everybody's really sad and it's just really terrible all the time. And I'm just so glad that you're there with those sad people that are going through so much right now. Okay, thank you. Fucking go away. Like, holy shit. They're going through enough. They don't hear the bullshit being said like that. Either way, that is our follow-up with what's going on in Texas. Like I said, President Trump is supposed to be there tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time. I'll check the schedule here in just a moment, and we'll see if they've already got it put together so we can have an idea of when President Trump's supposed to be in Texas. But either way, they're still trying to clean things up, still trying to find missing people, still dealing with the devastation. Next up, we got our midlife break. It's titled, When You Can't Make It Home. And that's something else you're going to see. Getting back into the news, next up, Pastor wrestles teen carjacker to the ground in shocking video. I don't know what to think about this. This guy's lucky to be alive, and I know he's a pastor and stuff, but I still think you should be armed. I don't know. They got bad guys with guns. As long as that's a thing, we need good guys with guns. So, I don't know. Either way, it's what's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this update with Texas. Russell, it's an air raid siren. Well, it's good that they're getting those sirens put up. Hopefully they put it everywhere that it's needed, pretty much everywhere it's been affected by this flood. Yesterday, I think it was, when we covered the follow-up from yesterday, they were saying that they were hoping that they would put these kind of sirens up to help alert people faster that this is happening. The other thing is the propaganda about this story where, like, the left is saying nobody was ever alerted, it's all Trump's fault, he pulled the funding, he fired the federal workers, nobody knew that they were going to die in a flood until they were dying in the flood. And then on the other side of things, they have receipts saying that they gave them alerts for 3 days before the flood happened. And so they had plenty of time to worry about this flood and to know that it was going to happen. But they didn't have sirens, so when it broke out, the flood happened, you just had to be awake in order to know that it was happening, and most people were sleeping because it was the middle of the night. But there was a lot of alerts from what I'm seeing, but the left is lying about all of this. So not only is there a devastating event that happened, but you got the news lying about it. And so instead of people worrying about Americans that are in need of help, they're just bitching about Trump. Oh, it's Trump's fault that it rained that day. Like, stupid. Worrying about the wrong stuff. Jay Spray, all the money taxpayers spend on fancy equipment, they can find people hidden in caves. Why are we still searching for people on foot? That's a good question, Jay Spray. Yesterday they said they were flying over with infrared cameras or something like that, trying to be able to spot survivors, which kind of sounds like you wouldn't be able to spot dead bodies. So I don't know. Zero Shoma said face-to-face hate. I don't know. I wasn't sure what she was trying to say. Face something. Hooligans Island, if that's the case, then the flood in North Carolina should be blamed on Biden and his administration. Absolutely. It should be. I mean, I don't know. The double standards and everything else is just mind-numbing. What's up, Barb? Happy Freedom. Barb, they got the notification. I talked to people who were there and said that they had got them, yeah. But the left news is lying about it. Blue team's out there saying, oh, Trump fired everybody and he cut the funding because he's a mean orange man and he killed everybody in Texas. And it's like, that's not accurate at all. Trump should sue them for slander. He's been suing news agencies left and right for that stuff, and he's winning. He should continue to do that until they start reporting a little bit more accurately. Cringes, bro, what type of gun should a minister carry? I don't know if this is a joke or not. I'm trying to predict what the punchline is, but really any gun is better than no gun. I mean, high points are dog shit, but I'd still rather he carries a high point than nothing. He's out there just facing life with his bare chest. I don't know. I always recommend the judge. You know, get that revolver. That thing's badass. I want to get one. Electric Hammer, the List song. Oh, the song about Trump being a puppet for Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't think I can play it on the live. I might be able to play it on Saturday. We'll see. That's what I'm waiting out for. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you. What are you having for supper? What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. Thank you, Pumpkin, for the compliment. What's up, 1776? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island, did Trump ever go to Fort Knox? Not that I know of. And they just all stopped talking about it. And even Elon was saying, oh, I can't wait to go see it. And then they just stopped talking about it. Maybe they'll bring it back up if people keep asking about the Epstein stuff. They'll be like, well, I don't know about the Epstein stuff, but hey, we can go to Fort Knox and see if the gold's there. And America will go, ooh, show us the gold. And forget about the Epstein stuff. Screaming Eagle, BB gun is enough if you can put one on target. Yeah, but if you shoot somebody with a BB gun, especially in an exchange like what's going to happen in this video that's coming up, you're going to get charged as if that was a regular firearm. So if you're going to do the time, you might as well use a real gun. You know, and that's what I think about pretty much any of that stuff. They say, like, if you're driving around with an airsoft gun, right, that shoots the plastic BBs, you get the same charges as if that was a real firearm. You know, so like if you're going to use self-defense, we talk about this a lot when people ask about using non-lethal defense. If you pull something that looks like a gun on a bad guy who has a real gun, they're going to shoot you with a real gun. So you might as well have a real gun. Now, if you're a felon or something and you're not able to have a real gun, then of course I'm not encouraging you to break the law. And you are in a situation where you're going to have to become creative to defend yourself in today's America. But if you're not a felon and you're walking around without a gun, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're out here just giving your life to the bad guys of the world. I don't know. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. Says Joseph Trimmer is an excellent on the ground reporter for anything in Texas. You can find him on cross platforms under his name. Thank you for letting me know, Ramsey. I'm gonna grab his name really quick and put it in the browser so I can check it out after the live. There we go. Thank you, Ramsey. I appreciate you. For the Texan, get that insane bear mace. Yeah. Is that the stuff that comes out as gel? You got to get that spray that comes out as gel so they can't even like get it off of their face. Kevin. Boiled dinner, potatoes, carrots, turnips, and ham. Well, I'm not a big fan of ham, but it sounds pretty good, Kevin. Electric Hammer Bitcoin just hit 117,000. Holy. You guys want to send me some Bitcoin? There's links. There's links. What's up, Rotella? Happy freedom to you and Ballyhoo. Hooligans Island gun makers used to manufacture derringers that attach to the front of the belt buckle. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool derringers out there. A bunch of them. I've thought about getting one. WMM, he's a big fan. Next time WMM hops in the chat, ask him about derringers. He loves them. Guess some throw Taki chips in their eyes. I mean, that's self-defense if I've ever heard it, you know. Just you ever been stabbed with a Taki chip, you know? You only do that one time. Guess legally anyone can carry a flamethrower. That is good to know. That's good to know. What's up, Rad? Happy Freedom. Rad, I'm confused. Who was lying about what? Blue News tells everybody that the reason the people in Texas died is because they were not alerted. They were not alerted because there wasn't employees because Trump fired them all. They also weren't alerted because they couldn't hire new employees because they didn't have the funds because President Trump cut their budget. And so it's all Trump's fault that everybody in Texas died. But none of that is true. They were warned for 3 days that there was a possibility of bad storms. So depending on which news you watch, some is telling you, hey, they've been warned for 3 days, but the outcome was a lot worse than what they were expecting, and it's unfortunate what happened. But if you watch the left news, they're saying that Trump made it rain really hard in Texas, and because of his big, beautiful bill, he killed everybody, and everyone should be mad at the big orange man, and the big, mean orange man. So that's what's going on. But I don't know. It doesn't change the outcome, does it? Those people are still dead. Those other ones are still missing, and Texas is still devastated. So the news is a waste of fucking time. They're a bunch of liars, you know. They're a bunch of liars. And they're keeping people worried about politics instead of worried about their fellow Americans that are out there missing somewhere. What's up, DB? What's up, Trev Terror? Happy Freedom. Taurus Judge is a beast. Yeah, I want to get one really bad. I want to get one of those, and I want to get a Ruger 5.7, and then I'll pretty much have everything I need. The thing is about the Ruger 5.7, it's so hard to find 5.7 by 28 rounds. They're so hard to find and they're so expensive. DB, why put summer camps in a floodplain? I don't know. There's a lot of people that ask that. On top of the video that's circulating saying in 1987, similar situation happened in the same exact location. If that's true, why did they put a camp there? And if the camp was already there, why did they leave it there? So I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. What's up, Sean? Happy Freedom to you. Kevin Shannon's 5.7 by 28 is yeah, it's hard to find. It's expensive if you can even find it, and if you go and pay $800-900 for a Ruger 5.7, that's a pretty, it's a pretty nice looking paperweight, because it's going to be hard to find ammo, and that's the only reason why I haven't bought one, other than how much it costs. But I'd like to get a Taurus Judge. I just don't see them anywhere, so I'll have to have a shop order it and go through the hoops. Russ, I want a Barrett 50 cal. Yeah, I'd like one, but I don't know what I would use it for. Somebody breaks in the house, you're laid down in the hallway, just waiting. What's up, MU? Happy Freedom to you. My feed, only 38 years, not a once-in-a-lifetime flood. Yeah, and President Trump said it's a 100-year disaster or something like that, and I don't know. A lot of people weren't impressed with that either. Picture Dad, you got a belt buckle dagger. That's cool. Turbo Smith & Wesson SD9. Oh, it holds 15+1. That's cool. Yeah. Kevin, you ever try ham with honey mustard sauce? It's good. Try it with pineapple too. I don't know that I've had that, but I just don't eat ham. I just don't. There's like parasites in it. I don't feel good after I eat it. I'm just not a big fan of ham. I eat bacon. I just don't really eat ham. Hey, I appreciate you, Rotella. Bill Clay, Trump made it rain on Iran. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And Iran wants more. And I'm trying to think. I can't remember if I pulled a story or not. I know it got brought up. I've scanned probably 40 or 50 videos today before the live. I can't remember if it's on the schedule, but there was something I watched today where they were talking about how Iran threatened to use a drone on President Trump at Mar-a-Lago and all this stuff. And apparently President Trump said that he doesn't do sunbathing. They must have been confusing him for Biden, and that he doesn't take it as a threat when they were pretty directly threatening him. So I don't know what to think about any of that. Hooligans Island used to love boot knives. I've never seen that stuff. I know about it. I'd like to get an ankle set up for a pistol, but I ain't got money and time for that. I will at some point. Kevin, I make a big dinner like that and then portion it out and freeze it for other meals. It's a good idea, Kevin. I wish I wasn't so weird about leftovers so I could do stuff like that. But I'm so weird about food that I can't even really buy groceries. I can buy like condiments and things like that, but if I'm going to make food, like say I'm going to make dinner. Yesterday I made tacos. I have to buy the shit that day. If I would have bought the ingredients for tacos yesterday, I might have been able to make it today, but tomorrow my brain just considers it rotten food and I would just get rid of it. I can't eat it. I'd be gagging and everything else. I don't know why my brain is like that. I hate it so much, but it makes it so I have to prepare food that day. Instead of being able to get groceries like on one day and then eat for a week, I can't do it. My brain won't let me do it, and I fucking hate that. I don't know why God made me this way. Either way, next up, we got our midlife break, and like I said, we'll be getting into the news with pastor wrestling a teen carjacker to the ground in a shocking video. Either way, let's get into this midlife break really quick. Oh, actually, we do got a reminder. I want to remind you, hooligans, that our friend Larry is in need of a kidney transplant, and he could really use our help. I put together a page on the website with all of his information, details, and links to help him out. So if you think you can help our friend Larry, please go check out this link. Also, we had an update. I don't remember if I told you guys this yesterday, but apparently, well, first of all, we were originally told that Larry had got information saying that they found a match for his kidney transplant, but I guess all of that fell through. Things didn't work out. So please go check out that link to help our friend Larry. We're going to pull up this video. This is our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. I might need to turn the volume up. Let me see. Yeah. We'll boost it a little bit. Let's see how it goes. Anyways, like I said, this is our midlife break here. This is titled When You Can't Make It Home.
Bro, who the fuck is taking a shit in the bathroom? This fucking Walmart. Nah, fuck that. I'm sticking around. I need to see who fuck taking a shit. You ain't got no respect for the outside world. And don't even bother raising your feet, because I've already seen them.
Getting busted taking a shit at a Walmart. Holy, couldn't be me. I think I was a child last time I used the bathroom in public. I don't do that stuff. You guys are weird. Anyways, getting back into the news, like I said, into the nudes. This is Pastor wrestles teen carjacker to the ground in this shocking video. Now, he's lucky to be alive. I mean, I don't know. Maybe God was watching over him. It's hard to say. But he could have got roughed up big time. This teenager could have blew his brains out. He is so lucky. Anyways, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommentTube. And let's get into this.
All right, stop what you're doing and watch this. A Connecticut pastor fighting back as he's held at gunpoint by a teenage carjacker. Pastor Kenneth Moles Jr., who was in Baltimore for a funeral, headed to dinner when he was attacked, but he was able to wrestle the gun away and tackle the suspect to the ground. When the pastor realized the attacker was just a teen, he offered to not press charges and let him go, but the suspect refused and still took the car after getting his gun back. The 16-year-old was later arrested with 2 other teens, and that car was found. Joining me now is the pastor in that video, Pastor Kenneth Moles Jr. Pastor, thanks so much for coming here in person.
Thank you.
What's going through your mind as all this is happening?
Listen, I'm thinking about one thing, my life. I'm thinking that I need to find a way to make sure I don't die in the streets of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm thinking about my wife and my children. I'm trying to make sure I get back home.
Was there any hesitation when you saw the gun where you said, I need to fight back and I need to fight back now? Was there any hesitation?
Absolutely. I was trying to stay in the car when he was tapping on the car with the gun. Before you knew it, I'm opening the door and immediately fight mode turns on. I start to size him up, look at what's going on, and realize, I can take him. And I knew then I have to decide quickly, what are you going to do? Are you going to get the gun, risking me had to point at my chest. I didn't want to get shot. But before I knew it, we went Bridgeport and just fought for our life.
I love it. And was it much of a fight? Because it looks like you took the guy down pretty easily.
Not much of a life, not much of a fight at all. Kendrick Lamar, they're not like us. Basically, he had no idea what was going on. But let's be clear, I am in no way a hero. I'm a miracle. I'm glad the Lord covered my life and kept me. But a couple of taps to that chin, wrestled the gun out. Before you know it, I'm talking junk to him. Don't run now.
Right.
Don't run now. Tackle him to the ground, and I realized this is not a regular man I'm fighting. This is someone young.
How did the teen react when you told him that you were a pastor?
Believe it or not, that's what hurts me the most. He had no reverence for me as a pastor. I thought that would be a turning point in our scuffling. I tried to get more leverage on the, hey, relax. I'm a pastor. I'm not going to hurt you. We need to stop. This is crazy. I'm not going to press charges. And before I knew it, he's pushing me down. And believe it or not, that's what hurts me more. Not that he took the car. I was more concerned, like, this is such a godless generation. How could he not at least back off knowing I'm a pastor? And he didn't care.
And you told our team here that that interaction actually is leading you to change your mission in life to speak to these youth. Explain.
I have to, because I started out as a youth pastor with my father, and my passion's always been towards mentoring and pouring into young men. But what I'm learning right now, mentorship is not enough. We got to get into lordship. I have to introduce our generation to our Lord Jesus Christ. I actually participated in the Bridgeport Board of Education because I was concerned about the education in our city. So I worked there and did a lot with them. And now again, I see another need, not for just education, but for salvation. And it's a big divide. This is a very churchless generation. I've never seen so many people that don't attend church.
We were talking about it in the commercial break. Bridgeport, Connecticut, I live in the area, is an up-and-coming city, and it's thanks to people like you that it can transition from what it is now to what it could be in the future. Pastor Kenneth Moles Jr., thank you for what you did. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for your time.
I'm Steve Deuce.
Okay. Well, the pastor didn't have to smoke him, which is good because he'd have to live with that, having shot a teen in the face and whatever. Sure, that would change him permanently, so thank God he didn't have to do that. But man, he was lucky. He was lucky that he was dealing with a teenager, because if he wasn't a teenager and he was somebody older, especially if somebody who's already shot other people, as soon as he lunged out of that vehicle, he could have been a goner. Over a car. Over nothing. Over nothing. And, you know, they found the vehicle and all of that. So, I don't know. Hopefully they hold that teen accountable instead of a slap on the wrist, because he's just a teenager or whatever he is. Sometimes they call 20-year-olds teens, so it's hard to say. He's a young person, we know that. But they better hold him accountable, because he's out here sticking guns in people's faces, trying to rob them of their car. And, of course, they're making the story about the godless generation, all of that. We talk about that a lot, about how young people pray to the internet. They don't realize it, but that's what they're doing. They're worshiping the internet. They're worshiping their idols on the internet. They don't care about God. A lot of people don't think God is real and stuff like that. And so I was kind of surprised that he was even surprised that they didn't show mercy on him because he was a pastor. Well, why would they? These people don't even think they don't think God is real. They don't know how to read, so they've never read the Bible. And I'm sure they've grown up around religious people that are always shoving them away from God. That's what religious people do. They say, do what I tell you to do or else you're going to hell. And then people grow up and they don't want to learn about God. And it's because of that. Religious people turn more people away from God than anybody else. And so, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This guy, he's inspired to reach the youth and to try and teach them about Jesus and stuff like that, and maybe teach them a little discipline, right? God respects discipline and whatnot. So either way, it's inspired him to do even more good than he's already doing, and hopefully he does affect people in a positive way. So we live in a better world, because like I say all the time, everybody wants to live in a good world. Nobody wants to be a good person. So instead of this making him bitter and going around and, you know, cracking nuggets and stuff like that, it just made him more inspired to reach the youth even more. So I suppose it's a good outcome. Either way, next up, 6 federal agents suspended after Trump assassination attempt. I think this bullshit is got to do with covering up the Epstein list. I just do. I don't think this matters at all. I mean, it's good that they actually punish somebody for what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania when President Trump was shot in the ear and all of that. We covered that live, which was pretty crazy to have to deal with. I'm sure President Trump feels the same. But either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this pastor wrestling with this teenager who had a gun. J Spray, people don't believe in God or Jesus, but get offended when they don't get into heaven. Yeah, exactly, J Spray. Guess I got caught carjacking once. It was embarrassing. No. Holy. Just reading through. Matt Rogers, just another thug. His age doesn't matter. Well, and that's what I'm saying. If the pastor had a gun, the kid may not be alive today. You know, they're out there making bad choices. And where's the parents? You know, how if he is a teenager, how'd he get a gun? Because if he got it from the parents, charge him. You know, like, where was the parents at? And like I said, hopefully he actually gets held accountable. Hopefully he doesn't get in front of some sissy judge that's like, oh, well, you just treat him that way because of his skin color or because whatever, and he's just a teenager. It's his first offense, first time getting caught being a shithead. You know, let's let him off easily. Let's give him probation. Let's give him community service. And then next weekend he shoots somebody. You know, we'll see. Kevin, it's odd how Butler, Pennsylvania rally was the only one the CNN aired. Yeah. Yep. They want it to happen right in front of our face, and the shooter missed. Grinch's bro, probably a stolen gun. Yeah. What's up, unbreaded? Is that what it is? Unbreaded? Yeah, I think so. Happy freedom to you. Grinch's bro, it starts at home. Parents suck, kids suck. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. That is exactly how it goes. It's just like dog owners, right? Pastor was almost shot by somebody's dog. They should figure out who owns it. Kevin, that's what you should be doing. Going to save youngins. I mean, if it paid, I would. I can't live for free. I used to be a chaplain. I used to do all kinds of stuff like that. Beck Frank, kids need Jesus? Absolutely. Electric hammer. So anyways, I started blasting. Well, like I said, it's good that the pastor doesn't have to live with that, right? You know, shooting a teenager in the face. There's a lot of people who have gone through stuff where they have to defend themselves, right? There's some shithead that shows up, holds you at gunpoint, you smoke him. Well, then you feel bad that you smoked him. You shouldn't feel bad. They were attacking you. But you're a person, and that's how we operate, and that sucks, right? And he's a pastor, so he knows a lot about love and stuff like that. He's, you know, I'm not going to say he's not tough, but he's soft to the world. And so he'd have to wake up every day thinking about how he shot that teenager in the face. Even though the teenager was asking for it, he couldn't have had a bright enough neon sign saying, please shoot me in the face. But still, the pastor would have to live with that. So, you know, it's good. Freely Texan, you're just fucking weird, Jeff. We get it. Yeah, I don't know why my brain's like that. I'm so weird about food. Screaming Eagle parents are worse than the kids. Yeah, they're the ones that taught the kids that it was okay to be that way. Freely Texan, doubt there's an actual father in his life. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom. Recap? We're over halfway through. I can't really recap. let me see. We have covered Fiero buying Kellogg. They also bought Nestle and Halo Top ice cream. Judges stay in the way of President Trump ending birthright citizenship. OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, is creating their own web browser. We had a follow-up on what's going on in Texas. We had our midlife break. And then we just covered a pastor that was wrestling a teenager. They was trying to carjack him at gunpoint. And we're about to get into 6 federal agents suspended after Trump's assassination attempt. Rad, he looked like he was a football player. The pastor or the teenager? The pastor he's a pretty big dude. What I thought was interesting is he was quoting Kendrick Lamar. And I don't know why he was doing that. Kendrick Lamar is nobody to be quoting, so I thought it was weird to see a pastor quoting a vulgar song that's supposedly about people being oppressed, and I don't know. It starts getting into race baiting, starts to get into politics, and so I don't know. For some reason, I was like not impressed that he was quoting Kendrick Lamar. Brad, yeah. He's a pretty big dude. I don't know what that teen was thinking. What's up, Susan? Happy freedom. What's up, Dennis? Happy freedom to you. Dennis, if I'm in that situation, I'm not thinking about your age. Yeah, for real. Somebody sticks a gun in my face, it's definitely not profiling at that point. You're just getting tuned up. Susan, Baltimore police is a catch and release outfit. Yeah, see. Well, and that's what I was saying. If they let him go, it'd be next week, same kid, but he shoots somebody or, gets shot or whatever. What's up, Sonny? Happy freedom. Done with mirrors. I'd be fine defending myself, no regrets. Have you had to do it? Because it's something. It is something. If you ever have to really hurt somebody or point a gun at them, those are memories that stay with you. I wish you could just shake them off, but most of us cannot. Guess some smoking me. I know, I'm so terrible. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, 6 federal agents suspended after Trump assassination attempt. I feel like this is just a distraction. I feel like it doesn't really matter. Oh, you suspended 6 people because they didn't do well and they almost allowed a presidential candidate to get murdered on live TV. Oh, they got suspended. Are they getting pay right now? Did they leave with benefits? It just doesn't sound like real punishment to me. Sounds like bullshit. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Switching gears to this now, everybody. New this morning, multiple Secret Service agents who were protecting President Trump on the campaign trail during last year's attempted assassination, they've now been suspended. Nick is tracking the new developments for us. Nick, why the delay on this? And also, how many agents are we talking here?
Investigators say that they were working to determine who exactly was responsible. And News Nation has learned that 6 Secret Service agents have been suspended 4 days before we mark 1 year since the first attempt on Mr. Trump's life. A source confirms to News Nation that the agents were suspended following an investigation and specifically for their actions in Butler, Pennsylvania. They include agents in supervisory roles and line agents. At a campaign rally on July 13, 2024, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks got off multiple shots at the president. One bullet grazed his ear. The gunman was killed by counter snipers, but one person in the crowd died and 2 others were injured. Congressional investigations found multiple breakdowns of communication between agencies and officers on that day, but stopped short of pinpointing a single moment or decision that nearly allowed a gunman to kill then-candidate Trump. Kimberly Cheadle, the Secret Service director at the time, did step down shortly after. And then about 9 weeks later, in September of 2024, there was another apparent attempt on Mr. Trump's life at his Florida golf course. Agents spotted Ryan Ruth allegedly carrying a rifle and were able to stop him before anything happened. He's set to go on trial this September. And Marky, on Wednesday, the president brushed off another threat on his life. An Iranian official made comments that suggested they could kill the president while sunbathing at his Mar-a-Lago resort. In response, Mr. Trump says he hasn't been sunbathing since he was a kid, and he's not actually sure it was a threat. Marky.
All right, Nick, thank you. And
Okay, so the video did make it on here. Like I was saying, President Trump doesn't think that threat from Iran was even a threat that we covered yesterday. I don't know. If somebody says they're going to smoke you with a drone, I think that's a threat. But President Trump's not batting 100 right now. I don't know what the fuck happened. He's kind of done a 180 on us. Either way, they suspended these 6 federal agents because they didn't do a good job, whatever that means. There was an investigation into what their actions were during the Butler, Pennsylvania rally where President Trump was shot in the ear. And they're suspended. Like, oh, okay, he almost died, but yeah, I guess you just lost your job. Sucks. Like, I don't know. It doesn't sound like real accountability. And why did it take so long for that to happen? And why now? Why right after the Jeffrey Epstein files are being questioned and all of that? Why is this happening now? And I don't think people really care. I don't. I mean, this doesn't feel like real accountability. He almost died. And then, oh, well, you lose your job. It's too bad. I don't know. That doesn't feel like accountability to me. Either way, as they were going through the video, I don't know if you guys saw it or heard it, but they kept referring to President Trump as Mr. Trump. This guy that we're talking about who was almost shot in the head at a rally, who was supposed to be protected by Secret Service agent, that's just Mr. Trump there. I don't know. That's not right. None of that's right. Next up, ICE claims agents involved in chaotic San Francisco scene were attacked. I don't have a problem with this at all. These ICE agents, I think they were moving border crossers. Maybe not. Maybe they were just driving in a van. I don't know. But they left a detention center. They got in a van. They went to drive away. The protesters surrounded the vehicle. ICE agents drove away anyways. Everybody's all mad. Oh, Gestapo's on the loose. I don't know. I think that's what happens when you get in the road, but that's just me. It's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about these 6 federal agents being suspended because of their actions during the Butler, Pennsylvania rally where President Trump was shot at. Russell, we had an interesting voice chat that night. I don't even remember if I was there or not. I can't remember what happened that day. I mean, I remember covering the rally, but I don't remember what happened after that. Matt Rogers, auto feed on my phone doesn't even recognize that he's our president. Yeah, it doesn't suggest President Trump. There was something else that happened in the past about Googling something about President Trump, and Google wouldn't suggest either him being shot at or something like that. I don't know. They're all constantly working against him and all of us. Zero, maybe they got suspended because Trump didn't die. Could be. That kind of seems like the most likely, considering how everything's been running. Matt Rogers, that's President Trump, you dumbass. Yeah, exactly. It's like they're disappointed. They're like, yeah, you know, they were trying to get him, but they didn't. Like, that's how they're acting. It's just Mr. Trump. They're all butthurt. Metamouth, happy freedom to you. 2 MS-13 gang members were arrested yesterday here in Omaha. They said one of them, I don't know if it was in Omaha. Where is Omaha? Is that in Nebraska? They said a MS-13 kingpin was just arrested, I think in Nebraska, saying that he's wanted for 5 murders in El Salvador. He's part of the top 5 most wanted. I watched 3 different videos today about it because I wanted to cover it, but they couldn't stop polluting the story. they'd be like, yeah, this kingpin was arrested. Anyways, in LA, they really hate ICE. Or, oh, did you know that ICE has been attacked? The assault against ICE has gone up 751% and blah, blah, blah. They're shoving that down everybody's throat. ICE is being attacked at 700% increase. Yeah, because last year they were attacked by 10 people. So they're attacked by 70 people. That's a whatever, and that's what's going on. Less than 100 ICE officers have been assaulted, and they're too busy screaming from the rooftops. It's a 700% increase. Yeah, well, do that with police officers. Like, I don't know why. What do they want? I guess they want sympathy for ICE agents, which is whatever. But until they stop the Democrats from calling them Gestapo, saying there's a 700% increase on assault on ICE is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. So stop telling us. Stop putting it on the fucking news every day. That doesn't, like, we don't assault ICE. That doesn't do anything for us. Make the Democrat leaders stop saying that it's okay to assault ICE, and that's what's going to fix the problem. Like, you couldn't get any more sympathy out of us. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like everybody's trying the wrong strategy all at the same time right now. My feed, they should have been fired. Yeah. Appeal to heaven, they should serve jail time. I mean, there should be something. There should be some sort of consequences to that stuff. And a year later, you get suspended. I don't know. And how much... I'm trying to think how to word this. How much time did they have to know that they were going to be suspended? This investigation apparently lasted a year, or at least that's what it sounds like according to this story. So how much notice did they get that they were going to be suspended? Did they get some sort of buyout? Did they get paid to leave? What is suspended? Like, do they still get benefits? Are they still getting paid? They didn't provide enough. They're just like, hey, we're going to give you this story. Hopefully you'll stop asking about the Epstein list. Bill Clay, this happens a year later. Yeah, right after the Epstein stuff. What's up, Metal? Happy freedom to you. Let's see. That is what I thought. Bullshit. Let's see. I was like, suspended is not enough. Sounds like protecting their own again. Fired and blacklisted from any and all other security positions should have happened. Yeah, absolutely. This is, I don't know. It's like a nothing story. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. Madam, I'll check it out after live. Thank you for letting me know. Russell, well, ice is too cold. Make ice into water. So, well, I actually wrote down this thing that made me chuckle. Because ice is a bunch of meanies, they're the frozen meanies because they're ICE agents. So I was sitting here chuckling to myself, putting the schedule together. I'm like, the frozen meanies are out in the streets again. And so now that's just what I think of ICE agents. They're the frozen meanies. It's like a football team. Screaming Eagle, if I broke the law, they'd be at my door immediately. Absolutely. Every time we step out of line, we're getting cracked over the head with a nightstick and being told don't resist. It happens right then. It doesn't happen a year later. It's, I don't know. Pumpkin, I guess Bobby's never coming back. Don't say that. Bobby knows where the boobies are. Rad, the way he tackled that football player, he tackled that kid looked like a football player. Yeah, he did. The pastor wasn't messing around. He just flopped right on the kid. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom. Smith, Epstein was a CIA asset. That's what some people say. They say his dad was Mossad or something like that. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom. Smith, they need to start putting some of these people in jail and they'll quit doing their nonsense. Yeah, exactly. We say it every single day. If there was accountability, we would have much less problems than we have right now. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MW? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Charlie? Happy freedom. Russell summon Bobby. Yep, everybody's got to write Bobby in the chat. Fodders. Maxwell's dad was Mossad and murdered off his yacht. That's what happens. You get infatuated with the government. You're only useful until you're not. When you're not, well, you died a mysterious death. What's up, Troutman? Happy freedom to you. Fodders. It should be Maxwell's Island, not Epstein's. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why Epstein never existed. It's actually Maxwell's Island. You never know. Oh, there's so much funny stuff I could say with that, but it's not Saturday. I'm really bummed out it's not Saturday today. Just so funny. Anyways, like I said, we got the frozen meanies coming up next. ICE claims agents involved in chaotic San Francisco scene were attacked. Now, in this video, they're going to spend the entire video defending the protesters because the frozen meanies are awful. They're just awful people. Who is this telling this dumb shit? Kron? What is that, like ABC? Well, we'll see. Either way, hit the like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Has confirmed a vehicle caught on camera driving with protesters hanging off of it yesterday morning was in fact being driven by ICE agents. This all happened outside of an immigration courthouse in downtown San Francisco.
Crown 4's Rob Nesbitt has more from an official with the Public Defender's Office.
Protesters are often outside the immigration courthouse in San Francisco, but on Tuesday, they found themselves in a confrontation with ICE agents that resulted in a wild scene. This video, taken from a high-rise on Montgomery Street, shows the moment protesters clashed with ICE agents outside immigration court. Protesters climb on top of an unmarked ICE van attempting to stop it, but the agents inside drive down the street, weaving back and forth.
It was horrific when I watched it yesterday and horrific when I watched it today. ICE agents are certainly escalating in terms of their tactics and the violence that they're using against protesters who are exercising their First Amendment right to protest.
The San Francisco Public Defender's Office has an immigration unit dedicated to helping people navigate their hearings at 100 Montgomery Street. Assistant Chief Attorney Angela Chan says ICE arrests have been happening inside immigration court and that the White House has given agents orders on how to respond to protesters outside the courthouse.
For ICE to be doing this, where they might end up killing someone in the tactics they're using, where they seem to not be interested in preservation of life.
As the video plays out, you see ICE agents get out of the vehicle to try to move protesters while the driver continues down the street. A spokesperson for ICE sent Cron 4 a statement saying, quote, protesters violently attacked and obstructed federal ICE officers who were simply doing their job by enforcing our nation's laws. This type of vile behavior has led to a 700% increase in assaults against ICE officers, and just last week, a coordinated attack at an ICE facility led to an officer being shot. There is no tolerance for violence, and those responsible will be held accountable.
And I think that their statement is just baloney. Basically, it's defensive, but it's. I think that the video speaks much louder than words.
Cron 4 reached out to the San Francisco Police Department for more details, but have not heard back, and it's not known if any injuries were reported. Reporting in San Francisco, I'm Rob Nesbitt, Cron 4 News.
All right, soft ass news. I don't know. I didn't see any wrongdoing. I don't know what they were talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, they're not there to preserve life and Durka. Well, how about you don't hop onto a moving vehicle? How about that? I don't know. Don't stick your hand on the blades of a chainsaw. Like, don't eat the damn Tide Pods. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. If you're going to act like a fucking idiot, you're going to end up with the consequences of being an idiot. It's not ICE agents' fault that you think it's okay to latch on a moving vehicle. I don't know. Does anyone believe that shit? Like, do people hear that and go, oh my God, the frozen meanies, they're terrible. That they really are the Gestapo. Look at them trying to drive away surrounded by shithead protester meth heads. Yeah, these frozen meanies. Like, does anyone actually believe that shit? I don't know how they could play the video and they're like, the video speaks for itself. Yeah, the protesters were in the fucking wrong. Protesting, I don't understand. Protesting is not grabbing onto a vehicle that's trying to flee. That's not what protesting is. The whole purpose of protesting is to raise awareness to an injustice. That's the point. You are raising awareness, not stifling people, not being in the way, not breaking the law, not damaging property, not any of that. You're not obstructing. You are there to raise awareness to an injustice. So if you grab onto a vehicle that's driving away and you get drugged down the street and the cement ruins your kneecaps, that's your fault. Like, take responsibility for your own actions. Like, I don't know. It's the frozen meanies' fault that you made those choices? Shit, it's like being in kindergarten. Everybody's fucking brain dead. I don't get it. Either way, next up, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. We got the lefties losing it. And this one's titled Ignorant and Stupid. Kathy Griffin's Dangerous Lies Exposed. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these frozen meanies. What's up, Edward? Happy freedom to you. Edward, cats are tasty in a walk. I don't know. I think Klaus Daniels just tastes like cat pee. I'd have to be really hungry to eat Klaus. I would. Russell, I need to buy a walk. I got a walk. Matt Rogers, protesting is not blocking traffic and climbing on cars. Absolutely. Like, they need to give it up. This lying news. Edward, they need some 450-pound protesters to stop those cars. Well, they got them in stock. I know that. Pretty soon I'm going to look like a protester. I was on the scale today. 230, I think it was 233.5 or 0.6 pounds. I'm like, how can I be so heavy? I just don't get it. How could I be so heavy? Russell, run their ass over. Yeah, for real. Matt Rogers, these people are stupid. They are stupid. And then the news covers for them. It's like, damn, the stupid protecting the stupid. Russell, well, I look at it as self-defense. Yeah. Well, and I think that's what the ICE officer or whoever the spokesperson is that spoke with the news. They were like, well, they were being attacked. And then the news was like, oh, okay, let's tell this story where they were being attacked and they were trying to flee the area, but let's spin it like they were trying to kill the protesters. I'm like, okay. Okay. Edward, I'm 6'3", 300 and look 230. Yeah, but I'm like 5 inches shorter than you. You know, I shouldn't be weighing this much. The internet said I was obese. I guess I'm obese. I'm like, that's mean. That's mean. Fodders, yeah, the frozen meanies. I don't like them. Thank you so much, Snooks, for that $25 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Snooks. Thank you so much for the support and everything you do for all of us. Says, thank you for all you do, Jeff. And I love the Hooligan family. You're the best with interacting with your chat. Well, thank you, Snooks. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. Says, Klaus's treat fund. Well, he's going to need it. He's almost out of fancy feast. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad. Kaiser, you fat fuck. I know. Happy freedom to you. Screaming Eagle Klaus is showing off. You acting all pretty. Let me help you out. I'm a good dad. You know that. Sage Pup, the tear gas several protesters a few hours ago in the raid or whatever. The protesters were getting violent and out of control. That's what they do. That is what they do. What's up, Montana? Happy freedom to you. Colty, is that considered kiddie porn? Well, was he licking his butthole? I think it depends. It's up to you if you're into that stuff. For the Texan, those 17 years are pushing back. The Barry, Big Mike, Hillary, and Biden administration is over. Time to bring some testosterone back in America. Absolutely. Metamouth, get a room, Klaus Daniels. Now I got cat hair all over my face. Snooks, jump on my car and I'll speed up. F you. Well, you're in Florida. You're allowed to do that. Kevin, that's a big cat. I know. He's a behemoth. The big behemoth. What's up, Aco? Happy Freedom. Thank you so much, Stoner, for the $16 hair donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Stoner. Thank you so much. Towards something nice. Well, I won't spend it all in one place. Thank you, Stoner. Turbo, does the stream take up more bandwidth when Klaus is on the screen? I think so. The numbers are jumping. Thank you so much, Guessum, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Guessum. Thank you so much. Fat. Those are for you, buddy. Those are for you. They're saying that you need to do something about this. Yes. They're saying you're chunky. You're real chunky. Here, I'll hold it, you lick it, okay? That's what I told her. See, look at this. I'm helping. I'm helping. Now, what if I mess it up? What if I mess it all up? Look at that. He's immune. He's immune to my bullshit. He's just tired of it, you know? What's up, Gio? Happy Freedom to you. Fodders. He has to clean his back door so when he sticks it in your face in the middle of the night, he's not too pungent. No, thankfully he doesn't do that. But he does stick his face point blank range, just right here in front of my face, and meow at me. And I can feel the vibrations of his meow on my face at 5 o'clock in the morning when he's ready for some cat treats. And so I wish he would stop doing that. I don't know how to stop him from doing that. But I'd rather take that over the back door to the face early in the morning. You know, I'm just saying. Kevin, his back door was winking at us. It's because he likes you guys. That's how Klaus slow blinks. That's how it goes. Turbo, I'll hold it, you lick it. Put that on a shirt. I might. Don't tempt me. That's quite the phrase there. Let me just highlight this real quick. I'm going to send this to Alistair. Alistair is going to be like, I don't know if you're sending me quotes for t-shirts or hitting on me. All right, there we go. Meta, has he done the I love you, here's my butt trick? What do you mean? I don't think so. He doesn't love me that much. I'll just tell you that. Fodders, thank you so much for that $5 donation over on Rumble. You're awesome. Thank you so much for the support. It says you have a real life Garfield. I do. Thank you so much, Fodders. Kaiser, my cat tries that crap with me. Tail straight up. Pisses me off. Yeah. That's why I don't let him on the desk. One, I don't want him on my desk at all. And two, as soon as I do, he just greets me with the back door. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm not just trying to stare at it. It's staring at me. Father's the butt trick. I know. I don't know what the butt trick is yet. Screaming Eagle, I talk to my doggy the same way. It's just a poor little baby, you know? Get some of the stinky winky. Come on, man. Matt Rogers, yes, the starfish was out for a minute there. My bad. I was trying to protect Klaus's modesty, but I guess I missed it. Jeez, Klaus Daniels. You just showing all the goods for free? Did I teach you nothing? Holy. Got to get his only Klaus going. Picture Dad, I had a 17-pound Hemingway cat. Good friend. He's buried in my backyard. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Patriot Dad, but I'm glad he was a good boy. He was a good cat. For the Texans, stick your ass in his face, spread eagle style. I'm not gonna get him back. You know, I'll just remember that for later. You know, I'm not gonna get him back right now. Metal Mouth, I mean sticking his ass in your face when you pet him. Sort of. He kind of knows what's up. We got like a system. He's getting the booty pass no matter what. So yeah. Kaiser like father like son. Yeah. Meta, ask Klaus's vet what food he recommends for him. I'm sure I'd help you afford food will help him live longer. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I got to take him to the vet pretty soon because I got to update his shots and all that stuff. But I don't trust doctors. They're gonna sell me whatever bullshit that they're being paid to sell. I don't trust them. I don't know. We'll see. It's always a struggle of wills when I get around people that are doctors and mechanics and people like that. I don't know. We'll see. Man, I'll grow that mustache. I literally just shaved yesterday. Tucson, he gets Taste of the Wild dry food from Tractor Supply, and then once a day he gets a can of Fancy Feast all chopped up for him on a paper plate, and then he gets cat treats like 3 times a day. Tucson, it's actually considered self-defense if a group of protesters are attacking you and you're trying to drive. You're allowed to drive through crowds to get to safety. I think it depends where you are. I know that's like that in Florida, but I think each state considers it differently. So Bruce, happy freedom to you. I got cat hair all in my mouth. Teasel the stick storage. No, don't bring that back. I've had to pull a stick out of Klaus, and I pulled a string out of him. I thought he was... First of all, I thought that Tim Walz had got him. When I saw him walking around with a string hanging out the back door, I was like, no, you're not voting Democrat in this fucking house. But that was not the case. And then as the string kept coming out, I was like, are you a yo-yo? What is happening? So, yeah, it's been eventful this last year with Klaus. Hopefully he's not storing anything else in there. Robert, rules are different everywhere. Yeah. I know in Michigan, when I took my concealed carry class 6 years ago, they said if a person is threatening to whoop your ass or kill you, or they're coming to get you, and they slam their hand on your vehicle, you can consider that your life is in danger. You step out of the vehicle, you put both feet firmly on the ground, and if they charge, you can shoot them and kill them, and it will be considered self-defense. Now, that's in Michigan, and like I said, that was 6 years ago. Who knows what's changed since then? But yeah, every state has their own laws on what you're supposed to do if you're in a vehicle and you're under the impression that your life is in danger. Hooligans Island hairball, I'm working on it. Kevin, get him a little hooligan shirt. I want to, I just don't know if he'll wear it. What's up, guy rides a Harley? I know everybody keeps telling me about this marijuana raid, but I'm just not interested in it. Rappy, get a hat for Klaus and a shirt. He's got a couple head things. He doesn't really like it. I got him I think it was Donna Sparks got him a lion mane, and his head was too big to fit the damn lion mane on it. So I don't know. Edward, driving through protesters, as long as you fear for your life or great bodily injury, using the car as a weapon is considered a deadly weapon nationwide. Yeah. Russell, I will never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. A little hair never hurt nobody. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, next up we got Lefties losing it. This is the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. And this one's titled, Ignorant and Stupid Kathy Griffin, Dangerous Lies Exposed. The thing is we can keep exposing these Democrats, but if we never send them to jail, then it will never change. There will always be Lefties losing it. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
It's time for Lefties losing it, and we almost went a whole week without the input of the ladies of the View, but alas, here we are. We can no longer ignore their mad ravings. I have so much to pick from, but let's ignore Whoopi and Joy and Sunny. We hear a lot from them. But we haven't featured Anna Navarro for a while. Here she is suggesting Elon Musk rigged the presidential election for Donald Trump.
Elon Musk needs to look at what he did in this past election.
Yes.
We have a broken system right now because there is no oversight. We have a broken system right now because there is a president who doesn't believe in the Constitution and who defies judicial orders. And Elon Musk and his $300+ million and God knows what else he may have done that we don't know of own the problem that he created.
Now, here are some facts for Anna and the rest of the View simpletons. Kamala Harris outspent Donald Trump 4-1. She spent well over $1.5 billion with a B in 15 weeks. Donald Trump spent less than $500 million, well less than $500 million, over his entire campaign. This notion that Elon Musk bought Donald Trump the presidency only makes sense if you are ignorant of the facts or deliberately stupid. There are no other options. And talking about ignorant and stupid, let's check in with Kathy Griffin, who is pushing the same mad conspiracy theory that the 2024 election was somehow compromised. It was fixed. How else could Trump win so easily?
People think I'm tinfoil hat because I don't think he won in a free and fair election this time.
Oh.
No, I'm going to take a hit for that, and I understand, but that's just my humble opinion. I don't trust the Elon connection. I have my suspicions.
You know, there's a wave of people who agree with you. A wave.
That's why I'm sort of saying it out loud now, because I look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. But I don't, something about him winning every swing state, all 7.
You're getting a lot of agreement.
It's going to the Democrats. Something about it doesn't sit right with me, but I also don't know if we'll really find out anything in my lifetime. I don't know.
What do they say? Crazy loves company, but Anna Navarro and Kathy Griffin are almost rational commentators when compared to this next mad banshee. Here is former MSNBC host Tiffany Cross. She's on CNN nowadays, and here she claims that Nazi-like ICE agents are kidnapping people off the streets and throwing innocent migrants into concentration camps.
Normalizing a government agency disappearing people. We are normalizing, we're talking about it like it's no big deal that they are kidnapping people and transporting them to concentration camps, both domestic and foreign. That is not.
I think that's kind of insulting to.
I think it's
Jewish
insulting what they're doing. It is not insulting to Jewish.
Okay.
I find it insulting that you could even fix your mouth to defend this disgusting behavior.
It's not a death.
It doesn't matter. It's a concentration camp what they're doing, and they are disappearing people, claiming that these are people who have committed the most harsh crimes, but according to the reporting, less than 10% of these people have committed harsh crimes. So to do the Victim Olympics.
Victim Olympics? Who had it worse? Did she really say that it's Victim Olympics to point out that concentration camps actually had millions of people who were murdered in them? Just gross and crazy. As for only 10% of those being deported being hardened criminals, even if that figure is right, every single illegal immigrant is breaking the law. That's why they're being deported. Now, let's end on something a little more frivolous. We hear the dating world is rough nowadays. There's a loneliness epidemic, but, you know, sometimes that's for the best.
Guys, someone just asked me out. We were in the queue for the toilets and we had a bit of banter, and he said, "Can I take you for a drink sometime?" And I thought, let me just ask this simple question. I said, "Are you a feminist, and have you spent time thinking about your privileges as a male? Do you understand the nuances of the trans debate, and do you always sit on the right side of it? And understand how we've been pitted against each other by the powers that be to ultimately make us weaker? Do you have a good connection to your inner monologue, or do you spend time avoiding thoughts with vices like games consoles or addiction to alcohol and drugs? And are you angry with the state of the world right now? And if so, what are you doing about it?"
Joining me now is independent...
All right, that is Lefties losing it. Rita telling us how it is. Now, like I said, that is all the news I have for you guys today. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening the first door of this advent calendar sent to us by Tori Wayne. I'm pretty sure it was Tori Wayne. You guys correct me if I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Tori Wayne that sent us this advent calendar. It's got cat toys in it. And then we got our 2 funny videos of the day coming up. First one's titled The Missing Minute. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled The Conservative Liberal Hybrid. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Lefties losing it. Edward, are you just declaring your mission statement here? I must find all the lonely women because no one's giving them enough attention, and they are mostly 10s, but there's a few uglies. What an honorable thing to do, Edward. Thank you for going out there and taking care of all the lonely ladies there. Russell, I would leave that date immediately. Yeah, asking about feminism and your privileges as a man. What are those privileges? I would love to hear that. As far as I know, we don't get any special treatment or anything like that. We serve a purpose, then we die, and then people celebrate that we die. And then that's what it's like being a man. So I don't know, where was the privilege in all of that? Matt Rogers, I hope the dude ran. Yeah, for real. Good Lord, some of this stuff I can't read out loud. Matt Rogers, 25 pounds of makeup and still looks like she melted. Yeah, I was not expecting Kathy Griffin to look like that compared to the pictures that are all over X right now of her looking like Pennywise. Russell, how the hell did Elon sway the election? I voted for Trump because his policies work. It was that or Biden or Harris. Yeah, I don't know why people say that stuff. Just to act like Elon won the election. Guess I've learned that getting TDS fucks your face up pretty bad. Yep, I think you're right. You're onto something. Studies are showing that that is true. Sage Pub, if she's like that just asking her out, I'd hate to be stuck in a relationship with her. Yeah, imagine how crazy she is. You try to leave, and all of a sudden she's like punching herself in the face and calling the police at the same time. Huh. I've dated so many crazy women, it's giving me flashbacks. Hooligans Island lefties don't care when it comes to human life. Yeah, that's why they call abortions women's rights. It's because they don't. You know what's really funny? I'm trying to think what it was. We were talking about... Oh, remember we were talking about vote harvesting a couple days ago, and it's legal in like 11 states or something like that. YouTube stuck a fucking blue banner on my damn live saying that it was false. It's not false. I did the damn research. That is not false. Like, I don't know. I can't stand YouTube. Damn, that's crazy. Free the Texan. Yeah, life is crazy for sure. Kevin, the only privilege a man gets is to die for his country. Well, women get that privilege too, but we're the only ones to be drafted if the draft ever comes back. For the Texan, Kathy is horrendous. Yes. Yes, she is. For the Texan, they just need that good Republican wiener. That's right. That is 100% correct. What's up, Kilgore? Happy freedom to you. Beck Frank, run a mile from that woman, mate. Run. Yeah, for sure. Kaiser, punch her. It might fix her. I don't know. She just needed a good little punch in the face. She'd stop worrying about feminism. Stoner crazy lady, for sure. Fodders, chick is crazy. It's not where I parked my car. Crazy used to be my favorite flavor, but I learned the hard way. My feed, Obama deported way more. Yeah, and they don't like to talk about that. They act like President Trump is a terrible racist because he wants to get the illegals out of the country. Meanwhile, Obama deported way more people than President Trump has at this point. Hopefully we can hit those Obama numbers. Hopefully we can surpass them. But with the way things have been going, I don't know. I'm eager to see what happens next, but I'm not really certain of anything at this point. For the Texan, the bitches on The View be like, moo, moo, oink, oink, ree. Yeah, for sure. It's like those kid toys where you pull the lever and the thing in the middle spins, and it's like, the pig says, oink. You know, that's The View. That's The View all day. Montana, I know what you were saying in sign language, and that's funny. I don't know what that lady was doing. She was casting spells with her hands. I was countering. I was trying to protect us. There's some Harry Potter stuff going on there in the background. Hey, thanks for being with us, Metal Mouth. Colty slapped some sense into her. Yeah, for real. Well, I don't know why people want to be so miserable. Oh, this guy asked me out, and he wanted to go on a date and stuff. So I figure I should give him a quiz. I should test him really quick. And it's like, just be fucking miserable. Just say no. Like, why do you gotta push that onto other people? Just say no and walk away. Beck Frank, I'm pretty sure it was the same day you were talking about Epstein stuff, and we kept getting freezing. So the vote harvesting was their excuse to blue banner you. Yeah. And if I was monetized on YouTube, they would have gave me a strike. When I was monetized, I never got blue banners. I only got strikes. And I got strikes over everything. I couldn't say anything without getting a strike. And after they demonetized me, now they just stick blue banners on my videos. Montana puncher in the cooter. That's what she needed. Punching the cooter right with the wiener, you know? Straighten her right out. Edward, your crazy card has been rejected. Doctor's orders. You're right. You're right. What's up, Post Malone? Happy Freedom. Meta asks for Laxatone to help with hairballs. $20-25. It's worth the money to grease the kitty. We have a salmon flavor. My boys ate it out of the tube. Wanted to send some to Klaus, but forgot. It is a prescription. Let me know. Klaus actually doesn't have problems with hairballs. I never really see him throwing up or hacking or anything. One time in the last 3 years I've had him, I caught him wheezing or doing something weird. But that was it. Otherwise, he doesn't have problems with hairballs. It's me. I pick him up and then I get cat hair just stuck to my greasy face. I'm the one that ends up with hairballs. What's up, Rich? Happy Freedom to you. Brad, I hate Kathy Griffin. Yeah, she's rough. What's up, Dio? Happy Freedom. Dio, you get to mow the lawn and do all the hard labor. Are you trying to defend the illegals? Because I already mow the lawn and do all the hard fucking labor. We don't pay people illegally around here. There's no paying people under the table. We believe in entrepreneurship. You want to make money, you're going to have to pay those fucking taxes. If you're here illegally, no money for you. Like, I don't know what chat you think you're in right now. You Democrats love your slave labor. What's up, JH? Happy Freedom. JH, Dems did the unforgivable. They do it every day. Dennis, talk about fatal attractions. Yeah, that woman's a nightmare. Smith, I live in Florida. Everybody's got a concealed weapon. You don't need a permit. You guys got Constitution carry? That's so cool. I wish we had that in Michigan, but it keeps getting rejected. They keep it on the table. Somebody reintroduces it all the time, but it always gets rejected. I don't know if we'll ever have Constitution carry because Whitmer is pretty much anti-guns. She just brought red flag laws here and stuff like that. So I don't know if we'll ever have Constitution carry, but I wish. I've had my concealed carry for 6 years now. I just renewed it, so I'm good for another 4.5 years or whatever. But it'd be nice to not have to pay that money. I think it was like $100 or $200 to renew or something like that. What's up, Spirit Manor? Happy Freedom. What's up, Nick? Happy Freedom to you. Yeah, we're at the end, Nick. We're getting into the fun stuff. That's what's coming up. Edward, I used to get hairballs, but I just told her to shave. Ah, you're mean. You don't like kissing Chewbacca right on the lips? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, you got part the tide and whatnot. What's up, Fry? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Gray? Happy Freedom to you. Gray, not quite yet. It's just permitless carry right now. Well, still, that's pretty good, not having to pay for the license and stuff. I think people should, practice with their firearms, store them safely, and become proficient with their firearms. But not having to pay the government money and ask for permission to be able to carry the thing you paid for, I'm all about that. We should not have to pay for permits or anything like that. It's stupid. Kaiser, it's floss. That's right. Patriot Dad. I use YouTube for certain things, but the lives I follow on Rumble are almost uncensored. Yeah, Patriot Dad. Well, I didn't even realize. I knew it was free speech on Rumble, but I'm blaming Stoner for this. I follow this Late Night with Adonis Paul thing. They're just showing boobies and everything else. I mean, I'm pretty sure they showed a girl and she had her whole front pocket just wide open staring at the camera. No strikes, nothing. No blue banners or any of that goofy stuff. I was like, oh man, I didn't know you could show all that on Rumble. But yeah, Rumble has really got free speech over here. Fry, Snooks has a new girlfriend already. Snooks is a girl that likes boys. Hooligans Island, when are we getting raided? I don't know if we're getting raided, but we will raid out after the Pledge of Allegiance. Kaiser, grease the kitty. Foreplay, you mean? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to grease that kitty, Done. Adonis shows winking on Rumble. I bet. Adonis is hilarious and explicit. Sage Pop, Rumble shows boobies. Let's raid that channel. Adonis isn't live right now. They go live late, pretty late. We'll see who we're going to raid here pretty soon. Beef. That's what's for dinner. Fodders, did he grease the kitty? Probably. Well, we know he liked to watch it get greased. I can't believe this stuff's been going on last couple weeks here. Matt Rogers safely stored. I mean, yeah, that. It looks safe to me. All right, hooligans, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to be opening today's first door of the Advent calendar sent to us by Tori Wayne, and we got our 2 funny videos of the day coming up. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today. I've been waiting to see how this goes. Klaus Daniels doesn't even know. He should be excited. All right, now we're going to figure out how to open this up. This is our brand new Advent calendar, and I am pretty certain it was sent by Tori Wayne. Now, again, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but I'm pretty sure it was sent by Tori Wayne here. This ain't for you. You need to go sit down somewhere. Let's see. We got to get her open without getting banned on YouTube. There we go. Oh, wow. It doesn't have doors. It's got little boxes. Like small hoo-has. It's just little boxes. All right, let's see what we get today. Today is day 1, and it's the only box that's built like this. The rest are these little cubes. We have never had an Advent calendar just like this. This is something else. All right, let's see what we get in box number 1. It says, Merry Christmas, Cat Toy Advent Calendar. What did we get? What is this? Klaus is going to put this in his butt. I can already tell. Hold on. Let me put this. We don't have to put it back. Here, Klaus. Here's a box. Now, what is this? What do you think? How do you open this? Does the cat need to open it? Is it human proof? What are we doing here? What kind of witchcraft is this? Okay, just give me a second. Give me the stick. Jesus loves us. It almost looks like fishing gear. Working really hard. Come on, give me this fucking shit. Are we good? Are we good? Okay. That's what we got. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? Come here. You big and fat. He's waiting for me to throw it at him. Come here, you big fatty. He just flops over. Come here, come here. What is this? What's going on here? What do you think about this? Is this got the stuff? You like this? Does this do it for you? Look at that face. You see that? We call that the piranha face. Yes, yes. All right. You sit here with this. This is your toy. This is for you. So cool. Can't wait to see what we get next. Thank you, Tori Wayne. Really appreciate it. All right, here, you can have these too. Yeah, because you like trash. That's why he kept me. Anyways, let's get into these funny videos really quick. Come on. This is titled The Missing Minute.
Footage is missing 1 minute. How convenient. Epstein case? Closed. Client list? Gone.
Yep. And that's what happened. We finally got that missing minute. Moving forward here, this is our official funny video of the day. This was provided by Stoner. This is a very interesting video. I had a hard time writing a title for it because it's just very interesting. So this is titled The Conservative Liberal Hybrid.
He thinks portion control is communism. He's never heard of other countries unless they've lost a war to the U.S. He waters his lawn with Mountain Dew. His idea of an exotic vacation is visiting Disneyland instead of Disney World. When he has a heart attack, he insists on driving himself to the hospital to avoid paying for the ambulance. Foreign countries are always begging for his help. He has 3 kids and they're all trans. His plan for financial independence is taking out payday loans to invest in Fartcoin. He already supports his country's next war. He calls insulin a luxury, but Bud Light a necessity. He thinks European football is gay, because it is. He once won a hot dog eating contest by accident. He actually thinks that the NFL and pro wrestling are real. He makes fun of Canada unless he's traveling, then he's from Canada. He shot down a drone for flying over his barbecue. He uses Ford F-150s as a unit of measurement and doesn't know what a kilometer is. He sleeps with a pillow under his gun. He once deep-fried a bald eagle by accident, called it justice anyway. He is the most American man in the world.
I don't always drink, but when I do, it's domestic, lukewarm, and wrapped in an American flag. Stay free, stay armed, stay medically uninsured, my patriots.
Like I said, that video is something else. Alright, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm gonna grab this Linktree link really quick. We're gonna drop it in all the chats, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. After the Pledge of Allegiance, we're gonna be doing the raid out over on Rumble, so don't leave quite yet. So we got a raid coming up. Hey, what's up, Fresca Bean? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. Aiko, who made this with AI? I don't know. The new AI stuff, I can't even remember what it's called. Like VO or something like that. Apparently it's like $100, $200 a month in order to use that stuff. That's why not everybody has it. Red, I got a joke for you. What's the joke, Red? Alright, hooligans, there's the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of you guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff there right in the chat while watching the live. You will also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Now, like I said, we're going to read through really quick, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. And after the pledge, we're raiding out over on Rumble. Let's get into it. Yeah, because so much funny stuff I want to say today, and it's not Saturday. I'm not able to. Guess If Klaus Was a Human should be the title. It was close. It was close. Snooks, now Klaus will poop feathers. He'll be okay. I don't know what he's doing right now. He just took off. Russell, yep. Voice chat tomorrow. Yes. Thank you so much, Glamour, for rating the live. You're so awesome, Glamour. Thank you so much. Holy. Getting rated. Somebody was just asking if we were getting rated. And we are. Thank you, Glamour. Thank you, Pumpkin. You're the bestest. Relax. I'm here to ruin the parade. There's no pride parades out here. Glamour, daddy, no daddy. What are we talking about here? I'm the daddy now. That's how it goes. Ruin the parade, you guys. Done. Rotella's live. I think we rated Rotella yesterday. Let's see. We gotta do the pledge first, but we'll see who's live. Robert's live. They rated us yesterday, which was really cool. Toasty's live. We haven't rated Toasty in a while. Toasty just started following me over on X, and they're pretty cool. I just threw my damn chapstick. I was so excited over getting rated by Glamour. Glamour, tell Snooks that. Tell Snooks what? Relax. The Glam Parade, yes. Why are you here to ruin it, though? Fresca Bean, will these satire AI clips be banned from YouTube content since they're not allowing AI creators now? Because they need human content to keep teaching their AI bots, in my opinion. Fresca Bean, I don't know. I know a lot of people are worried about that stuff, but people take that stuff out of context. If you create a channel, I think the reason they're doing that is because on TikTok there's a bunch of channels that popped up of like stormtroopers and Bigfoot and characters like that, and I think YouTube doesn't want those channels to pop up. But that's not the same. Like, we're not going to get in trouble for showing that stuff because we are like a reaction channel according to YouTube, so we're reviewing content. So as long as we do it appropriately, they're not going to hurt us over it. But if you go start a channel and say the whole channel is being ran by aliens and every video is AI generated aliens running all over the screen, then they're trying to crack down on that. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not worried about what YouTube does. YouTube does not pay the bills around here. If YouTube wanted to just delete our account, it would not kick our tower over. It would not stop what we're doing. Like, we have survived YouTube. It's almost been 2 years being demonetized. And so we don't need YouTube. We're just live over there to liberate people who watch on YouTube to bring them to better platforms. That's the only reason we go live on YouTube. Like, we do not benefit from YouTube at all. So their community guidelines can kick rocks while wearing socks. Like, that's just all there is to it. We're doing our own thing over here. No, I appreciate you, Rappy. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate you, Montana. Glamour, you calling me mid? Jesus loves us. Now I'm mid. Hey, thank you for being here. Appeal to heaven. Relax. Come on, man. Mm-hmm. Snooks, I'm Klaus's daddy. What do you mean? Been that way for years. I was in labor for 18 hours with Klaus. I had terrible heartburn because he's full of hair. Shroomish, cuz it is. Yeah. I know that video is so funny. Oh, I appreciate you fodders. I guess I can't read it out loud. YouTube will smack me in the wiener if I say that. Snooks, I just don't get the daddy thing. I don't think Glamour's calling me daddy. And I think, if anything, she's just saying it to make you mad because you get mad. She calls everybody daddy. Or cutie or whatever. We don't dictate speech around here. Relax. Pretty sure she was calling me mid. You ain't got to stick up for me, Relax. It's okay. It's okay. Fry, Jeff Max said he's going to rap. No, I'm not rapping today. We can't rap without Trigger Crazy. I don't know where Trigger Crazy's been lately, but he's been asking me to freestyle for 5 years. And twice, I think I did freestyle in the voice chat. Who Through was there, but I don't think Trigger Crazy was there. So he's been asking for 5 years, so the next time I rap, he's got to be here. Glamour, he's over there in a box. He likes to hang out in boxes just like his dad. He just got a cat toy. Oh, I appreciate you, Montana. Fresca being what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Absolutely. What's up, Dennis? Happy Freedom. Flip to Rumble. Goodbye, YouTube. You're a badass, Dennis. Thank you for joining us over here on Rumble. Thank you for being with us, Meta. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the dark side of the moon. No, I don't know what that means. I'll see you tomorrow, though. Tucson's 420 in Arizona. It's always 420 somewhere. Rad. What do you get if you combine Dan, Cash, and Pam? Dank-ass spam. Well, damn. See, Rad was doing all the rapping today. He filled in for me. I think it's a he. I could be misgendering you. I do that sometimes. Not intentionally. Either way, Rad's over here doing the rapping. Ron, I'm supposed to be where? You got to come over to Rumble. Junie Bug, there was warnings. Oh, are you talking about earlier? Talking about Texas? Yeah, there was. Supposedly there was like 3 days of warnings. What's up, Goth? Happy Freedom? No, I wasn't on time today. But we were earlier than we have been. I've been doing terrible this week. So today we did a little better about being on time, but we weren't on time. JH, I use a lot of Axe spray to protect me from most predators. Is that how it works? I was wondering. I haven't worn Axe since I was in like high school. And I didn't even wear it most of the time. I just applied a lighter to it to, you know, make a flamethrower. Because that's what real people do with Axe body spray. Shroomish, and now you care about YouTube? Why? Why are you saying that? I just read the chat. It's not the Hooligans' fault that the platform sucks. Back Frank Jeff, on time. You guys, I try, okay? I try really hard. But I try even harder to make sure that we're going to have a good live. And so, at least we got that. At least we got that. All right, Hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So I was just thinking while I was trying to do the pledge there without fucking it up, maybe tomorrow we'll take the audio from Beck Frank's video and we'll play her doing the pledge. Because it's awesome. Because not only is she doing the Pledge of Allegiance from Australia, but she's doing it in the Jeff accent, which I think is fantastic. I love it. I love hearing it. It is so good. So maybe tomorrow, for the pledge. We'll put the flag up like we do, but we'll play the audio from her recording, and we'll do the pledge with Beck Frank. That's just try and remind me tomorrow. It's Friday. We're gonna, make it fun and all of that. So try to remind me so I can pull the video, and we'll make sure it's fun like that. Either way, we're gonna be doing the raid. We'll read through really quick, but we're raiding out, and I think we're gonna raid Toasty. I think is the plan. They've been live for an hour and a half. I'm sure they're going to remain live. She's got the boobs out, so I think we're going to have to raid Toasty. I think that's what's going to happen. So anyways, we're reading through really quick, and then we're doing the raid. Glamour ready for the panty raid. Told to carry the pledge from down under. Sounds good. I know, I'm excited for it. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says, happy freedom, hooligans and friends. Thank you, Jeff and Snooks. Thank you, Patriot Dad. I appreciate you. Kilgore, boobs, you say? Boobs. She's got the boobs out. I don't know. I don't know what kind of live they got going. I'm reading through really quick. I'm not sure why she's frozen in place. Make sure you get your good view. Appreciate you, Fry. Beck Frank, Toasty has nice eyes. There you go. There you go. She's got really pretty eyes today. Thank you so much, Stoner, for that $3 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Stoner. Thank you so much. It says no reading. Boobs. All right. We got to do the boobs. Let me grab this link really quick. Now, I'm not sure why she's frozen. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. It's hard to think and have boobs in my face at the same time. All right, is this working? Are we doing the thing? There we go. I don't think I can. Can I show this? Borderline not able to show this. Let's make the most of it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, if they were fake, they would stay put way better, like the little coverage things, because your nipples would always be hard, and it would just keep it stuck.
Yeah.
Right there. You know what I'm saying? You'd be having those hard ass fucking nips, pow, and then the things be never moving. Yeah, be careful.
I mean, I got the boob tape today. It just came in and.
Nice.
Yeah, I got the.
Oh, we got raided here. Cool. Yeah.
Jeff Mac, thank you so much, guys. Go subscribe to him. He does political streams and stuff, politics. Yeah. Hi, Jeff Mac. Thank you so much, guys. Hello. Thanks for joining in. We are base gooning stream show thing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
We just have fun.
Welcome to all the new people joining us. Get some J. Let's see. For the love of otters. There we are. For the love of otters. Welcome in. We also got Too Old to Care. Indeed. Thank you for joining us. Dutton 85. How we doing? Let's see. There's how do you want to say this one? Casco?
Kaisco.
Yeah.
Kaisco.
Yeah.
I can't say it.
I don't know. I'm just gonna call you Lake. I hope you're fine with that. Let's see. Then we've got Beck Frank. Hey, Beck.
Hi, Beck. Welcome to the stream.
It's got to be Turbo. Indeed. Push it to the limit and all that. And then we got, let's see, Hooligan Island. How we doing? It is a boob raid. Yes. And then, here. Rappy45 says happy freedom. Indeed. Free the nipple. Free the titties. Anyways. Toasty was trying to free the nipple the other night on Tuesday night, which is why I had to call the stream.
I don't remember that.
I know you don't remember that. You were very lit at that point in time.
Okay. Well, that is Toasty with the mosty there. Like I said, they just started following us, and we've rated them a couple times. They're pretty cool. Sometimes she's got her toes up on the screen. Today she had boobs out. I don't know. May not be for everybody, but I know a lot of people like them over there. Good raid, you hooligans. We're going to read through really quick and we are wrapping this up, but we'll be live again tomorrow as close to 3 p.m. Eastern time as possible for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Like I said, raiding through, we're wrapping her up. Guess I might get mad when people hit on Alina. I get it. You're cracking me up, guess I'm. Matt Rogers, a friend of mine that I work with, I work on his race car. Last name is Tardio. It actually means tardy, and he's late everywhere. Well, we might be related, Matt Rogers. I'm not sure. Done. I say the pledge every day at Senior Center lunch. End it with Trump instead of amen. Other boomers start slobbering at me. Yeah, that's how it goes. Kick the cage. Get them all wound up. Guess I almost didn't come back. That's kind of a thing I've found out. I see hooligans leaving when other people go live now. I'm like, maybe these raids are hurting us. What's up, Hurley Girl? Happy Freedom. That's some sparkle fart. Fresh hell. Yep. What's up, C1? Happy Freedom to you. Goth, what the hell is she wearing? It must be hot there. That's all I can say. It must be hot, Hardly a top on. Ron, what show on Rumble? That was Toasty with the Mosty. Appreciate you, Matt Rogers. Guess she had a badass tattoo on her shoulder. Oh, I missed it. Well, now I got to go back and look at it, Send me back where the boobs are. How dare you? Anyways, it looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. We're actually getting out kind of early today. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. We're doing good. Either way, like I said, enjoy the rest of your day. Go find some good food. I'm going to try and do the same because I'm starving. Not hungry enough to eat the cat, but we'll see. Either way, I appreciate all of you guys being here to cover the news and to help me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Either way, like I was saying, now I feel like I'm forgetting something again. I don't know. Either way, find your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, join the membership programs, or purchase any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.